Yeah, what?
I mean, today I woke up and I'm really angry since the time I woke up, and I'm irritated with everybody, like, and,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Is it? It must be the day. I heard it from this side and their side, everyone. Me, the dogs, the bitches, everyone is complaining and angry, wanting to blame it on the weather, whatever. The no moon comes tonight, and blah, Shiva is getting away from Kali. Kali gets angry because Shiva goes into his absence again. Yeah? The no moon happens again, so Kali gets angry. He goes again. Listen to me. The famous tactic of man. They're there but not there. They look at you with, yeah, yes, love. And then if you ask them, what did I say? Yes, love.
Is it everything is happening in me, or is it like maybe people are doing something to irritate me? Like, I don't understand the difference.
I think everyone is doing everything to you. I think ugly people, especially looking ugly for you. Only for you. It's all for you. The whole world wants to irritate you.
Feels like that, maybe it's not true.
I think everyone feels like that. You are not special in that. She wants to be special, that's only, it happens to her. No, it happens to everyone. The sun is not shining because it doesn't want to see me. Fuck you, sun. Why do you want to see me? I make up myself, I made up and saying, I'm ready for you. I want to have a sun bath, and what are you doing? Not showing off. Only not for me. When it's too much, you're burning too much for me. I just want to have a tent, I don't want to be burned.
I don't even need the tent.
No? Why do I see also? They get even more. It's crazy, huh? So the sun burns anyway. Burning, burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. So, some are more or less sensitive to the mood of the circumstance, huh? Then you're reflecting. So you really want to have oneness? Oneness, an open heart.
Yes.
It means it means you get more sensitive. You get everything into yourself. All the negative, positive, whatever you like and don't like. Because everyone has an idea, if I have an open heart and open perception, it only will be wonderful things coming to me. Because I'm one with everything. Watch out if you're one with everything. No? Do you really want to be one with everything? Or only with the beauty all around you? Not the ugliness. What is your idea of oneness? An open heart. And no armor. Because that means an open heart. No armor around. No defense system. Can you take that? Or makes it fragile. If you're not ready and you take it personal, you get more and more annoyed and more aggressive. So you work your whole life with yoga, with understanding to get rid of your armor. And when it happens, you get... So, maybe it's too early. Maybe you have to work on your back door first. Not only the front door. Maybe the back door, open the back door is more necessary than the front door. That it can go... And not like being stuck in your personal story of taking it personal. Why everything to me? Yeah. So all the techniques are preparing you for opening getting rid of your armor, but rarely they open your back door. the carelessness, if that is not there, it can be quite painful. So if you take it on to me, it becomes misery, because you get more and more annoyed by all your surroundings, by little noises, whatever. If someone is just coughing, you are, why are you coughing around me? Why is this one? Why do you look today like this? Why do I have to look at you? It goes in, and you cannot, you see, you take it personal. And then you get angry, because there is like irritation. So as many people say, what if awakening and enlightenment happen? I say, okay, if it may happen and you cannot avoid it, just don't take it personal. Because if you take it personal, it's not fun. So what to do? So I'm sitting here to try to open your back door, not your front door. It comes by itself. The back door is for me much more important. The back door. That it, like a fresh wind goes through you, but doesn't. The story, holding on to your bloody me story and thing, and taking it personal all the time. But maybe you will fail in that even. Then you have to let go of that too. But if I see many open people, I try to, maybe make it easy. Take it easy. Fuck it all. That's why I mean it. Fuck it all. Fuck it all means, okay, bye-bye. It comes and goes. Fuck it all. Fuck the fucker, fuck the fucking fuck. It sounds a bit tamasic,
yes,
but I like it. So you get penetrated, but nothing sticks on you. Because what you are, nothing sticks on you. But the me always wants to make a story out of that. What happened? And then it becomes maybe a bit miserable. More and more, you get weaker, your energy gets less, and you cannot handle it anymore. Then you age more, and all of that comes by taking it in and not letting it out. So instant reaction and not action, whatever. Not eating it and swallowing it and digesting it, because there's nothing to digest. No one to blame. So if there is no doership in anyone and no one is guilty of any, there is no sinner, what is there? Who is there to blame that he looks today not so good? Who is guilty? Who is to blame about that the weather is not good, or that one, or political blah blah blah, all of that? If that all is unavoidable, and it's already in the movie will continue, and so what to do? I tried too. When I was 20, 18, I nearly became a terrorist, like an ARF, like Red Army fraction. Because I was thinking, this is unbearable, this nuclear tralala, and this one, we have to shoot everyone. I counted, how many machine guns do I need to kill all the politicians? And then I thought, I kill that one and the worst one will come. I could not shoot as many people I could. They all pop up again. So more like going to a fair, you shoot the ducks and they all come back in the back. You shoot in front and become a big shooter, and you think, oh, now all the ducks are gone, and they pop up in the back all the time, and then they come back. Hello, hello, hello. So I was quite a terrorist inside. I wanted to get rid of all disturbance. But then I thought, okay, I was good in mathematics, so I counted and I saw the futility of it, that it was futile, so I gave up that. I think there must be a shorter way to get rid of the world and all this bullshit. So it needs one who cuts that, whatever, who sees the world as whatever, judging it or doing something. So failing is not so bad. It's all a story of failing. You fail to, then you try to accept it. You fail to accept it. You fail this, so you fail. Absolute failing. So what to do?
yeah, but like I can listen to you, but and I don't get irritated at all. Like I can just listen to you, but if someone else starts telling me any of this, it just doesn't.
Yeah, because I don't see as whatever you believe to be. I talk to what I am, and that by that you never get irritated. I can tell you anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anything from you. I don't want to teach you anything. I don't want to change you. For me, you are complete as you are, ugly or not. See, I can even tell her that she, ugly or not, she starts laughing. I cannot offend her. You cannot offend that what she is. But if I would talk to her as an Indian girl or lady and think, and you are, so what you are doesn't mind to be ugly or beautiful or anything. That never minds anything. I can call you underwear or anything. This what, to be that what never can be offended by anyone. So I can call you ignorance or truth or knowledge or anything. It never cares. This carelessness which is there, already absolute there. And to get established in that carelessness and failing again and again because you cannot establish yourself in that, because no one can be there. But you try. So this is Ramana being totally alert and giving attention to that what is attention, and you will fail. In one moment and you absolutely fail to give attention to attention because there's something is totally relaxed and then you are attention, but there is no one who has attention. So it's not your attention, that's all. It was never your intention. There is no ownership in attention or in perception. So in that, without ownership, this carelessness is naturally there. It's your nature. It's your very nature, carelessness. It's not caring. You care, but you don't care that you care. Or not care. There's no one cares about if he cares or doesn't care. So there is still caring or not caring, but no one cares about it. So when you care, you care. If you don't care, you don't care. And it makes no difference. It's indifference. So what to do with it? The rest doesn't count. That's the only thing what counts. The rest is countable. But whatever you can count is not that what counts. So the counter can be counted. The counting what can be counted, but not what is counting everything. And that is the only thing what counts. So let it be for you that what counts and nothing else. To be that what counts. The absolute seer, which cannot be seen in anything. Never be found in any scenery. And never can be touched by any scenery. Never gets angry or nothing by anything. This, your very nature, who never knows any nature or not nature, which never discriminates, but this is natural and this is not natural. Because for nature there is no such thing as natural and not natural. There is just nature. The rest is... So, what to do? And I talk to that one, and that's the only way of direct, like that what is talking is that what is listening, because there's never any difference. And there's no need of gaining something or losing something, because there is no gainer in it and there is no loser. And that's the absolute advantage, that to be that, but never needs an advantage. The absolute advantage not needing one. May it be as it is. To what? Does it make me more or less? No, absolutely not. What I am is never more or less as that what it is. The rest doesn't count. Fleeting shadows of fleeting tralala and anger or anything for what you are, it makes no difference if you're angry or not angry. If you feel good or bad, it doesn't really, absolute indifferent of your well-being or anything. So I'm not like a wellness farm or wellness hotel or whatever thing. This life is just as it is. So what to do? It doesn't need to be beautiful. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
And that what needs to be beautiful is ugly. The ugliness of needing to be beautiful. That's really ugly. The need of beauty. The need of knowledge. The knower who needs to know. That's ignorance. That is, knowledge never needs to know anything. There's no need of knowing anything or that, whatever. Or joy doesn't need to enjoy anything. Because that's the only joy what counts. The joy who doesn't need to enjoy anything to be that what it is. The joy of being what you are, but not by enjoying something what you imagine. You don't have to enjoy driving on Indian streets, looking at sadhus. There's no joy in it. It's just, you see only, oh, they freeze at night and it's raining. Then you think, oh, I don't want to be in their position, maybe, if you think about it. So you compare, that one compares, but that one is looking at, not looking at anything, it just sees it as what? Life living everywhere, in different forms, in different ways. It lives itself in ugliness and in beauty. So the beauty is showing itself ugly and beauty. Joy and sadness, both are not different. The nature of sadness is the same as the nature of joy, come on. But you always want to avoid sadness. So you avoid yourself. That's stupid. That's the only stupidity I can point you. And by that you suffer. So you suffer about trying having a preference. So you deserve to suffer. Yeah, I say you, I don't mind that you suffer because you deserve to suffer, because you have a preference. And you want to be a part, you want to be special, and for that you have to suffer. And I tell you, I wish you more and more suffering for that. That you maybe learn by that, because without suffering you would not be what cannot be counted. Maybe it's the only way of grace working on you, because as long as you can handle it, maybe you don't look for that. Who knows? So maybe by grace it puts you down 10 meters underwater, that only to be what you are, who never needs to breathe, doesn't need any air to be that. It puts you down underwater, 10 meters. Are you wanting it? But if grace is working, it will do it. If grace is after you, it will do whatever is needed. And if you're stubborn, it puts you 20 meters, 30 meters. I don't want to make you afraid, but fear yourself. If the self is after the self will not give in. It will win at the end, if you like it or not, and will take all action, whatever is needed to get rid of the fake one. The false cannot survive if the self is after the self. If the self is after worldly things, then maybe whatever it leads you. But if the self is fed up with itself, because the self needs to be fed up with the self, and when the self is fed up with the self, it will do whatever is needed. As already you are only here because of that. You're not here because life was beautiful in the West or somewhere at home, you have a kid at home or a man who loves you and you have a good job or something. No, you're coming here because you're already fed up with all that. Because it's all empty around you. So already that is grace in action. It takes everything away from you. Everything. Even the air, if you... And I'm enjoying it. I see the joy in it. That this is not for me something I want to avoid. This is I see the in action, life in action, getting rid of that what is false maybe. But in the end, nothing was false in the beginning. But if the self wants to be absolute, that independent, then it tabula rasa. It makes you blank point. It doesn't leave any trace, and no path, and no way. And all your whatever thinking that you advanced and you made it, you have understanding, all of that will be taken away by all your little insights and yoga techniques and all your positions and devotion. Even devotion will be taken away. Ramakrishna, how was he devoted to the mother and thing? And at the end, who fucking needs a mother? In the end, like he was saying, oof, it was all, but I had to do it. But before he was the biggest lover of mother and he was devotional and thing, but then when he was, oh fuck it all. And he was the worst talking guy on earth. He was dirty, tamasic, and I like him. Nisargadatta too, he was known for making word games and talking low and making jokes, and the translators didn't dare to translate them. So you only have this IMZ filtered. Yeah, I'm in Bombay, I'm talking to people who knew him, and they understood. And now there will come a book out in real Nisargadatta talking. You will be surprised. You imagine your translator as a banker, educated in England, and you make these dirty jokes about yonis and things and whatever. Then he makes it a bit more sophisticated. And then Nisargadatta asked him, when do you start to talk? But he took it like as if Nisargadatta asked him that he should talk. Maybe he just want, when do you? Because he knew, he made a dirty joke and he made it like people. I don't know. I doubt everything. Especially I doubt people who need confirmation. That someone confirmed them that they should sit somewhere and talk. If they repeat that story that someone told them to do it, you should just turn away. Okay, what am I doing here? Someone who got told by someone to talk? Did Ramana any confirm anyone? Never. Nisargadatta never confirmed anyone. The rare ones that say the self has no lineage. And who am I to affirm anyone? What you are, that nothing needs confirmation. That what needs confirmation is a joke. And who has these pimps around them all the time? How many people have these pimps hanging there? Backups from whatever. And who talks about the highest truth? Not me. Hi. No, just to point it out. Who needs? You think I need backup? Maybe sometimes. Good.
Good morning again. How do you balance between what you really need, which you say there's nothing, versus there are some things which you have to do because you're physically here? So how do you sort of balance? Anything on that?
Yeah, the balance is not caring if you're personal or impersonal.
Sorry?
Not caring about if you act personal or impersonal. Not caring about, because being personal and acting as a person doesn't make you less, and acting as impersonal doesn't make you more. So it's a perfect balance. It's balancing because what you are doesn't need to balance it, because you're absolute personal and you're absolute impersonal. Your absolute nature doesn't need to be impersonal all the time to be impersonal or being absolute. The absolute doesn't need anything. It can be as much personal as impersonal. So it doesn't need to balance. That's a balance. And it's always in harmony. It cannot harm you. There's no harm in being personal. There's no advantage in being impersonal. But there's no harm in personal and no harm in impersonal. There's harmony everywhere. So you are in harmony with yourself because you don't need harmony. There's only the harmony of not needing harmony. So, yeah, just to clarify. Otherwise you're always depending on harmony of impersonal and being untouched. Then it's dependency, but moksha, neither. You don't get harmed in personal or in whatever. No advantage in impersonal, no disadvantage there.
So do you mean to say that sometimes I am seeking for balance because I'm feeling there is
No, you are in love with this. You are in love with being impersonal. You want to be impersonal. You want to be untouchable. You want to be in charge of your feelings, your emotions, because you're afraid your emotions rule you. You're afraid to be controlled. There's fear of control. And because of fear of control, you make the controller different from what is controlled. So you become different from yourself. So you fear yourself. But if you're personal, then you're controlled by personal events, by emotion. But that is not different from what you are. So it feels like being controlled, but you're controlled by yourself. This is what you are. Yes, as I said, this is what I am. That. And this is emotional, not emotional, whatever you call. But it's all what I am. And feeling controlled by myself, who cares? So I'm the controller controlling what is controlled.
Can you make it easy for me to see the whole situation as me?
No, you will not see it as you. You can only be it, you cannot see it. It's not seeing it. It's not by recognition. You cannot reconcile. It was all the time the case. It's not something what is new. It's not something new and now you get it and now you keep it forever. It cannot be owned because you look for something what can be owned by me, my understanding, my recognition, my whatever. You want to put it in your basket of my whatever. And then you show it to your friends. Look how much I understanding and things. That is why enlightenment means like I sit in front of some people and I'm no more than someone else. I'm enlightened, you are not. I'm awakened, you are not. And who is there who wants to awake somebody? I really fucking not care about anyone's awakening. Because what can wake up will sleep again. Because your awakening is still asleep. And what is your nature is never not awake. It doesn't need to wake up. It is always what it is. No need of waking up from anything. And that what needs to wake up is anyway a phantom. The phantom is now asleep and the phantom will be awake. So awake phantom or asleep phantom, who cares? It's still a phantom. And the phantom is consciousness. Imagine. A phantom consciousness. Consciousness being impersonal and impersonal. Both asleep. Both is Maya. Yeah, that you cannot imagine. You think even awareness is something special. No, awareness is the root of Maya. Maya starts with awareness. The famous awareness, and everybody tells you are awareness. No, you're not fucking awareness. What you are doesn't even know awareness. So even awareness is the root of all what? And even the origin is Maya. Being the origin is Maya. You cannot imagine that. The origin of everything. Consciousness is all there is. It's all Maya. Yeah. Yeah. So that is the ultimate medicine by Nisargata, if you read it. You look for yourself in everything. In this personal world, in impersonal, in spirit, in awareness, in beyond, in prior, in whatever, all dimensions. And you cannot find yourself in any of them. So you rest in not finding. But you have to look first, maybe. You have to see for yourself that you cannot be found anywhere. Maybe then you stop looking. Then you rest in that what never needs to find itself because it never lost itself. So what is there to find? All phantom events. So all circumstances are phantom circumstances, all of them, even awareness, prior, all what you can imagine. All dimensions of all spiritual worlds are Maya, all of that. Whatever you can read in the Upanishads, in the whatever scriptures, it's all Maya. You can all burn it down. But I sit here because you don't need it. It's all empty. You can enjoy it. So start enjoying it because you cannot get rid of it. All the books, all the things, all what you have read and things, they're all made and they will be gone. And you still will be what you are. You are now, you were, you are, and you will be. With and without, whatever you can imagine. So, what is precious? That is the only precious thing what I know. That's precious. This treasure you are, which can never be lost in anything. And not be found in anything, and not be owned by anyone. That's a precious thing. That is your precious, absolute being. And not something what you can learn or has to wake up for something and then being in oneness or being a teacher or a spiritual master or anything. So, what to do? What do you want to be? You better don't know. To be or not to be? Actually, you don't want to be. Not maybe. Everyone you meet has that wish. Otherwise, you would not seek a way out. Why do you people try to find a way out of their whatever misery or their whatever personal life or whatever? Huh? It's like a death wish. The self wants to kill the self. Jiva is too much for Shiva. Shiva experiencing himself as Jiva is too much. Any moment he experiences himself as a puppet. He's looking for the puppeteer. He wants to be a puppeteer, but as more he wants to be the puppeteer, he becomes a puppet. Because even the puppeteer is a puppet. So it's a perfect trap of Shiva trying to find Shiva. Whoa! Huh? It's crazy!
I wish it stops.
No, but you cannot stop it. Shiva wakes up, there's new moon, like it's good simple on this. Today is no moon, and no moon he is in his glory absence again. And then, but it just comes back as a new moon, and then he forgot that there was nothing to gain. So he wakes up as a jiva, and then he has a person or whatever, and then trying to get out of it, because it's discomfort. He experiences himself as a jiva as little. And for him, the Almighty, to be little is unbearable. He cannot accept it. This cannot be what I am. So by intuition, he wants to find a way out, again and again. And then by itself, by his natural, there is no moon. He comes natural into his absence. But then, again, presence. And full moon is the person, is full on. Huh? Full moon, everyone is, full moon. Driving like a maniac. But no moon tour. It says no driver, they drive. So what I'm doing here, I'm just telling you, you can take it as what you are, but you cannot take it as what you believe to be, that's all. So even what I say is unbearable. Even when I say it will never end, it will never be better, it will always be, whatever. The person goes down and something else wakes up. It never gets better. Can't better. But it will not be. I will die. He will die. Wonderful. Finally he will go.
Yeah.
Why do you postpone? Don't postpone. So you are already happy with the message that he will be gone. He will be gone. And then I tell you, but there will be something else. There comes the next trap, and the next trap, and the next trap. It will never stop. The next will always be the next, and you cannot escape it. So why waiting for something what will not make a change? There will be a change of bodies or forms, but you will still be there experiencing another circumstance. This, next one, next one, next one. So it always will be as it is, not bringing you anything and not taking anything away. So why not just be now what you cannot not be anyway? And for that there is no harm. Nothing to gain. And that can take it, huh?
Yesterday you said that thing about that, where present, future is all within that.
The past, the present and the future is this eternal now. This is now. This I am that. It's like when Nazagada is I am that means that total block of unmovable existence. Where the past is still the present and the future is a block of unmovable being, absolute. And there is no creation in it, no creator, no movement, no time or no time. All of that is fiction.
Then I want to ask you something about knowledge. So, would it be right to say that if you are resting,
you get arrested.
There is resting in that absolute
You get arrested.
You'll get arrested. If there is resting in that absolute now, then there is nothing more to know? That knowledge is already known?
Knowledge doesn't know anything. That's why a Jnani doesn't know a Jnani. A Jnana doesn't know Jnana. A Jnani who knows a Jnani doesn't know, is still one Jnani too many. Because the nature of Jnani is Jnana, and Jnani is knowledge. There is completeness of knowledge, but there is no missing of, but knowledge doesn't know knowledge. It's just complete as it is. It's quiet. That is peace. It's quiet. So be quiet. Be the knowledge you are. The knowledge you are is not coming and going by anything. And it's always complete.
In that way, there's nothing more to know.
For what you are, there is no more or less. And for whatever knowledge which is more or less is ignorance. Only in ignorance there is more or less ignorance, but never knowledge. But no one can own it. That's the problem of everyone, because everyone wants to put it in his pocket. My knowledge. No, it will never be your knowledge. You are knowledge, but it cannot be owned by you. You can only own it by being it, but not by owning it. You can be knowledge by being knowledge, but not by knowing it. There is no knower in it.
So everything is already being known?
No, nothing is being known. By who? There is no being known. There is no being. So to be or not to be is not the question. That absolute being doesn't need to be to be. Knowledge doesn't need to be knowledge to be knowledge. This is not put. This is not like this koan you cannot break. The absolute doesn't need to be absolute to be the absolute. Otherwise you make it another concept, depending on being absolute. No, the absolute is absolute even by being and not being absolute. That is, because you want to fix it, you want to nail it, but it cannot be nailed by anyone. That's the beauty of what you are. You cannot be nailed, not even by yourself. So for what you are, there's all crucifixion, because no one can nail you. No one can put you on the cross and nail you. Only a phantom can be nailed on the cross. And all religions coming out of phantom event. All of that is phantom world. Phantom religion. Even Christ was a phantom. That you can tell it to a Christian. Jesus was a phantom. I can say it, but
Holy Ghost.
the Holy Ghost? What?
It was a phantom ghost.
A ghost, yeah, because it's a ghost because he came and he went. He was going. Whatever comes and goes is a ghost. Ghost. The whole world is a ghost. The kingdom of ghosts. So all religions are ghost religions. You really think the absolute need religion to be what it is? In the dream there is all possible. But in reality, what religion would God have a religion?
Therefore they call it gospel. Gospel.
Gospel, yeah. Yeah, that's why it's a gospel. Gospel. And spread the ignorance. Spread the news, because whatever is new is ignorance. New is new shit today. The news of today is the shit of yesterday. Stop, but fun, huh? Yeah.
You were telling him that eventually the seeker gets exhausted to seek everywhere, and you said something like, and then you rest on...
You rest in not finding.
But the personality itself, like that...
What?
You mean when you say you rest, you mean the seeker, like the personality?
No, the absolute seeker you are is resting in that what he is, by not finding himself. The self is resting as the self will never be known, in that not knowing itself. It will rest in that what cannot be known, because it could not find itself in anything what can be known. So not finding yourself in anything what can be known, in any dimension, you rest in that what can never be known. But maybe you have to look first in everything. Who knows? You do it already. And you haven't found yourself yet, because otherwise you would not still seeking. Hmm? Yeah, what? Yeah. And even if you try to wake up people, you are not finished. It's amazing, huh? You still want to give, you think you see the self who needs something. As you needed to wake up somebody. If I look at you, I cannot make you more or less as you are by anything. And that's the only way what is Ramana calling a good company. Where the self talks to the absolute talks to the absolute, self talks to self. That's called a so-called Satguru, where Sat, the self, talks to that what is self. The absolute to the absolute, the completeness to completeness. That what is quiet to that what is quiet, which is always quite right and quite wrong. Always quiet. Complete. So I'm not here to wake up anyone. I cannot give you anything. The knowledge that you are is complete in itself. You cannot get more or less as it is. And the rest is more or less ignorance, that's all. That you can forget it right away again. If you could. But you cannot. Your pockets are very big. And your intellect cannot stop trying to cut itself. And then comes Buddha and says the intellect will never know the intellect. The knife cannot cut the knife. The eye cannot see the eye. All these pointers. But kill Buddha on the way, but you still bow down to everyone who claims to be a Buddha. Because your fear, if I don't do it, maybe I miss something. Just in case I do it. Fear. Fear. So fear to miss something. Maybe there is something for me. Maybe he can give me something. Maybe in his presence. Maybe. Even coming here is maybe. Then I sit here, I cannot give you anything. What you want? And then first, and then suddenly maybe you start enjoying it, that there is no one who can want anything from you. And this joy is not depending on that he gives you something or tells you something what makes you beautiful or anything, or understanding or harmony. Yes?
You already mentioned them a lot of times, and I also want, like, when I'm on my own and I have this kind of things that, like, I'm super angry, I'm super in suffering, it's pretty, like, I already know how to enjoy it. I mean, allowing them to kind of somehow to be felt, and then when they're gone, like,
you miss them.
Yeah. Because after that, it becomes some kind of unbearable, like, stupid bliss. Because, like, it feels like
dumbness.
Yeah, but it's like it feels on the one hand so good. At the same time, it's like if I drank too much of coffee, and I start and see myself do stupid things. Even I had ear infection like this because I was super happy, and like, why not clean the ear?
Sure.
Yeah.
Out of that, many stupid things happen.
Yeah.
It's like you're in love with somebody, many stupid things happen. You feel honeymoon, joy and thing, and you do so many stupid things. You will regret for sure later. Get babies or something. The result sometimes is lifetime. And then with that guy, because if the honeymoon is over, you would never have a kid with that guy again. You don't look at him. But then you're married even, then hell happens.
So what to do?
I don't know. I think you cannot avoid it.
No.
But you know already by heart, by intuition, if there is this so-called joy out of, you know it's fake. And then
every joy seems like, well, even peace.
Love is fake. Peace is fake. All is fake. False. It's a song of falseness. Just the emotional body is a little harmony and it feels less discomfort as the moment before, it already jumps. But this is not joy.
No.
This is
But
just...
I remember I had a period of my life with so much of blissful joy, and now I'm craving for it too much.
Yeah, that's the beauty of being alcoholic and that don't get the liquor anymore. I had many of like Papaji people. Oh, there was so much bliss and Shakti around Papaji and thing. And later on, when he died, they're all like a balloon. They were pumped up by something, and then they're missing all this Shakti and bliss and peace around him, and then so they're looking for another one who pumps them up. Huh? So maybe it's what to do. It's false, but it's so tempting. Huh? In the beginning, first time in your life, you feel some peace, you feel some joy and bliss around someone. You're in a sangha, you're feeling one and like-minded people around you, and everything is on seven cloud, jumping around. Oh, I love you all. And then you sing bhajans together all the time. Oh, and the boy, and the honeymoon, and sing. Oh, la la. But sooner or later you have to be alone again. That's the problem. Because you see, sooner or later all your friends they're in a competition with you, because everyone wants to be closer to everyone wants to be enlightened, and they all fight for the next share for the master, and this one, and they're bitchy, and they're fighting for seats, and they become so, only when the master appears there. But 5 minutes before they my seat, and they wah. But then in the presence of... I have so many stories, like even Mira, she was so... And the daughter, Mukti, she was mocked from all the Sangha because the purity of the master was taken by the child, because even the Indian disciples left Papaji and thing. She was feeling so much hate from all that thing around. So much love everywhere. And suddenly so much hate. Wow. So it's not always this way or that way. If you have joy and bliss, you have to pay for it later. You know that. There is a payday. You cannot have one without the other. As higher you fly, as more you crash. What to do? So that's why Rama say, just be in that flat line. The joy.
Is it possible to be kind of...
Yeah, that is what you are. This is the joy of nothing ever happened. There is no high flying and pushing. Don't fear to fly high, but then you know already when you're high, you are already down. So the little joy and happiness you feel in this life, you know you have to pay for it. You know it already. Nothing comes for free. Then I'm enjoying that there is nothing to enjoy. There is no joy in life, in what you call life. There is no happiness what can be given. The happiness can be given by a circumstance, will be taken again. So it's fake. You're not looking for that fake happiness who comes and goes by circumstances, by masters, by people, by girlfriends or boyfriends or anything, or by sex or anything. It's all, you try, but you know it by heart. It's cannot satisfy you. So there is no satisfaction anywhere. There is all satisfaction. It's all fiction. And in this fiction of this world, there is no satisfaction. You want to be a fact. Satisfaction. It's fact that you are. And the only thing what is real is that you are. That is satisfaction. And that what you are cannot be taken or given by anyone. Not by any happiness or anything. So there is satisfaction, your nature, but not, it cannot be given or taken away by any circumstance. That is peace. That satisfaction is independent of any, whatever you can imagine. The dream cannot fulfill you. And be happy about it. No fulfillment of anything, because you're already fulfilled by yourself. You are totally complete by what you are, but not by any event. or deep or high fly of spiritual insights or outsides or whatever you call it, awakenings or enlightenments or landing on awareness, landing there or landing wherever, you become a pilot, that's all. Then you have to fly Boeing and you crash. Yesterday again, Boeing crashed in Indonesia, somewhere. Oh, 737.
Day before yesterday.
Huh?
Day before yesterday.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You don't forget about the crash day before yesterday.
There was another one. Boeing. Boing. Boing. So next time you go to the airport, what air? Boing. Then you ask, am I ready to die? Or not? Is the Airbus? No. Boing. Was there Shipper now? Deductible. Tja, in that sense. But you cannot help it, huh? You look for the next shy, next good drink, next event, next circumstance. You go to a celebration, you make bhakjan, and you look for a little comfort there and comfort there. What else can you do? Can you then become a black tantra master and you look for darkness and you look for... Huh? You become an Aleister Crowley fan and you read The Beast and sex, S666. The master of fuck it all. Animal doesn't matter, or old ladies. That's like overcoming your disgust, overcoming your ego by overcoming your disgust, doing everything what you don't like, eating shit at whatever thing. Is that the other way? The black tantra, the white tantra, both maybe are fake, false. No, none of them can deliver what you're looking for, what you say. But you try, you have to try it. Huh? They're famous, black tantra masters, Aleister. Even Osho Taro was from Crowley. So everyone is following, everyone thinks, sex. Number, what kind of number am I? Or so many systems, huh? What would be the match, the perfect match for me? Where would be harmony? I'm a number 7. I look for number 4. And I have to meet a master with a number 8. Because Papaji master, they're all 8s. Because 8 means harmony. Infinite harmony. Yeah, good.
I don't know, like you forget the concept and
But the concept doesn't forget you.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem. You may forget the concept when you're clear and I will never, and then the concept again and presents itself in a different form. Hello, you forgot me. Oh, today I come as a nice girl, or today I come as a nice master, today I come as... Oh, you don't like nice girls? Okay, I come a nice guy. Or when you're pedophile, it comes like something else. Yeah, you never know. It's so tricky, the whole story, what can be done with you. Or you're like young or old girls, or this one, or animals. This humanity has so many varieties of things, huh? And they're unpredictable. What is your desire? Or a serial killer, you can become a serial killer. Huh?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's okay if I don't mind, but then I start minding.
That's what I mean. Then it comes, the phantom presents itself like seduction, like the devil came to Jesus in the desert and tried to seduce him. You become the king and the knowledge, I can give you the whole universe, and you can be happy, I will make you everything, I can deliver whatever you like. I'm a genie. And then he resists to say, no, I don't need you. But then he had to be crucified anyway. He could not avoid it. Until the last evening he asked God, Why? Cannot that be past? Cannot, why? And no, you have to, okay.
Maybe Jesus forget himself because he said the crucifixion day that God, why did you forgave me?
Forgave you?
Forgot me. Or say,
Why you have, no, and on the cross he said, now even God left me.
yes.
But it was like a release. Even the idea of God left him. Even the idea of Father left him. It was like a good, wow, now even the idea of God left me. Wow. It's not like, why you have you forsaken me or something. Thank God I don't need any God to be what I am. Who needs God to be? Not me. Yeah, maybe it's a total fiction story and they made it like a religion. Otherwise they could not make a religion out of God anymore, because if Jesus would say, fuck God, I don't need you. Could there be any religion, Christianity, coming out of that guy? Huh? Tell me. Impossible. But if I go into, I can tune into Jesus on the cross, being already crucified and pierced by the heart, and think, nothing can kill me. And I don't need you, God. Thank God, you are gone. Who knows? I would say it.
The editor would change it.
The what?
The editor, whoever writes the book.
Of course, even my books are edited and translated. The translator.
Yeah.
Everything is, whatever you read is filtered. You know that. What to do? You cannot say anything right anyway, so let it be wrong anyway. Do you think there could be Carlism? Carl religion coming out of it? Like the fuck it all religion? I doubt it. It's a sign. If you meet each other, hello! So, what is there to do? Something more? Clarify? For now you're good. Okay. Something? No? Yes.
I feel the seeker, the personality is still looking for something people don't do. So now it is like a voice in my head that says, okay, you have to rest on the fact that you cannot find, but it just becomes another...
Yeah, but that is a... No, it's not a concept, that is a truth.
Okay, so is it okay to...
Yes, you look...
don't do that?
No, you just start trying this technique and trying to look everywhere and start to enjoy not to find yourself. And in that enjoying of not finding yourself, you're already enjoying yourself. But now you are sad that you cannot find yourself. You're suffering about not finding. And you can just turn it around of enjoying not finding yourself.
But is it okay people don't do that?
Yes, try it for a while because you cannot survive in it. Yeah, it's like killing you because it kills you. If you really cannot find yourself in the body, not to be found. You cannot find yourself in spirit. You cannot find yourself in awareness. You cannot find yourself anywhere. And you start enjoying it, not finding yourself. Then it's a joyride. You're already on the enjoyment ride. Enjoying yourself, not finding yourself.
So you're resting in the fact that you will not succeed. It's like I will
In the fact you will not find yourself. In fact. That's in fact. It's infectious. No, I'm here to tell you, enjoy yourself because it will take a while. And you cannot not looking for yourself. You cannot not inquire. But you can turn away, you can turn, like this is like a turning of being suffering from not finding to enjoying not finding. So now you suffer about not finding yourself, not knowing yourself, and now maybe by that little click you start enjoying not to understand, enjoying not to find, enjoying not to know. This joy of not being something what can be known. And still looking. It's me still talking, but you think I expect something? I'm enjoying that no one can get it. That no one can grasp what I say, not even me. And I don't have to grasp, I don't have to understand what to say it before, I don't have to have an understanding to say something. I just, you know it, it's like a verbal diarrhea. I enjoy the verbal diarrhea without even having eaten. I don't, do you have an impression I talk out of experience? No? Then there's something wrong. I never talk out of experience. I don't know where it comes from. I'm enjoying that it comes out of the blue. Out of the next moment decides what I say. The words are already said. And there is no one who says that. I'm just enjoying the effortlessness of the next. I don't have to create words out of experience or something, out of a teaching or putting into beautiful words of someone gets it and blisses away or something. I'm not here to bliss you away. I'm here to piss off you. Piss off. Or pee where you are. No, it's really like it was always like that, and you're only a seeker who is suffering about not finding because you expect something to find. And I'm sitting here to show you the emptiness of whatever you found you will lose again. And that you start maybe enjoying that you're not something that can be found, that you're not neither object or no object. You cannot find yourself in personal or impersonal or anything. You're not be found in something or nothing. All of that is empty. Empty, 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 empty. What you can be enjoying in this world is empty, what you cannot enjoy, the anger is empty, the joy is empty, all empty.
Because that enjoyment is just because you might as well enjoy instead of suffer, but it's not that enjoyment you think about is better than...
No, you enjoy yourself not in suffering. If you enjoy not finding yourself and not expecting something, you even enjoy maybe the pain, but there's no suffering in pain, because there's no expectation. That pain goes away, and you don't compare in that, because you cannot get something out of pain and you cannot get something out of pleasure. The pleasure doesn't give you pleasure, the pain doesn't give you pain. It's all fleeting, it comes and goes anyway. Nothing holds, nothing sticks.
This enjoyment is just for the personality.
No, it's the joy of what you are. It's neither personal nor impersonal. It's just enjoying the ride, enjoying to realize yourself. Enjoy yourself, because the joy you are experiencing itself in joy. But the joy has no opposite. It's not comparing, and there is no expectation to keep that joy, because the joy of this moment is the joy of the next moment, and it was the joy of all the moments before. So it's not the joy who came, it is new. It's the joy who was, is and will be. So it's not your personal story joy. It's life enjoying life living itself. It was life living, it is life living, it will be life living. Never ending. It may be always different living, but life doesn't get different by the way it's living. But when you're one who is alive, then you have a problem. But when you're one who is born, then you are... That's a little problem. That your mother told you that you're born, your condition, all that you're fixed on some ownership in this body. Huh? So you found yourself, that's your problem. You know yourself, that's your problem. You know yourself as your body, that's your fucking problem. You know yourself as a person, that's a problem. Knowing yourself is a problem. Not knowing was never a problem. So it came to you as a gift or a punishment from your parents. Huh? They were punished by their parents. It is like an infinite story of punishment. You become a member of them. You have a membership of punished people. Having a family is punishment. having a mother. That's why Nisargadatta said you are a child of a barren woman. You never came out of any woman, and you have no mother, and you will never be a mother of a child. That is Maria. He realized that she never was giving birth to her son, seeing him on the crucified, being crucified, dying. She realized she was never the mother. It was heartbreaking for her because she could not take it. So she can only took it by being what she was. There was no mother and no Jesus, and no one was crucified on the cross. That's why in your country, the Black Madonna is sometimes higher than God or Jesus. It's called the realized Maria. She realized that she never had any father, never any son, because it was heartbreaking. So grace broke her heart of being a mother, and that is the hardest breaking, and then she could only take it as what she was. The Black Madonna, not knowing herself, and that blackness of absence of knowing herself as mother, child or anything, not knowing what she is and what she is not. The best pointer in the whole Bible. The rest is all, forget it. But do you want that? Being a mother and your child is whatever, getting crucified, being a junkie, being fixed, and breaks your heart, and then, well, you just can be what you are without that story. What would you say? Would you say you need that intensity, that whatever? Some need it. So many mothers this day have childs and sons and on the needle and junkies and killing themselves. No? And all grace in action? Can you see that as grace in action? Life living? You don't have to enjoy it, you just see it as unavoidable. It's all part of life living in its completeness, in its absolute life living absolute. All aspects of life have to be there. And your heart will be broken anyway. Now you hang on as long as you can, but your heart will be broken. And your heart has to break. Because there's ownership, and ownership is hell. So this ownership will break. And latest when this body dies, then your heart, you let it go or you fight for but it will be broken anyway, and then something else. So ownership came and ownership goes. They're nailing already, exercising. I talk too much, I have to drink more. No spit anymore. Still not quite. It's like the mind. Too much shaken. Too much dynamic meditation from Osho. Osho disciple. Yeah, okay.
Carl, when you're talking about the mother of Jesus and having such an intense experience, and then you said, well, some people need that. They need it for what? It's almost like you're speaking about a possible bridge.
Yeah, it is a bridge that there is no bridge. There is a bridge that there is no bridge. There is a way that there is no way. This paradox is everywhere. The only bridge is that you experience yourself, there's no bridge, that there is no others. So the absolute bridge is that there is no bridge. That totally resigning, this resignation. You resign from, but by what do you resign? By understanding? No. By anything? By whatever? No, you resign when you resign. You signed into this life, into this universal thing. It's a university you sign in, of knowing yourself. Then you want to study yourself and learn something. And one day you become a professor, you become so studied and so scholared and pended and thing. And all of that is empty because it's all fleeting. And then maybe whatever, there's resignation. Okay, then you resign. You sign in and you resign. But not one moment before you do it. And you never know when this moment will happen. Every night you resign. You're already a master of resignation. Every night you resign from the whole world, otherwise you cannot fall asleep. So you're already the master of resigning, but in the morning you sign in again. And that by Vipassana technique, you have to, before you wake up, you have to be awake, that you, by waking up, no one wakes up and signing in into this life. But they fail all the time. Failing. But it is Buddha's technique. You fail. Even by, it's a good Buddhist technique of failing. So you fail and fail and fail until you do something but not expecting something out of it. That is resigning from that something can be given, or something be reached or attained. But until then you have this hope of attaining what you are. But you cannot kill it. If it's meant to happen in that moment, it's already there. But not because you do something special for it. As every night you fall asleep not by wanting to sleep. You just cannot. It falls by grace. And then in the morning, by whatever events the body. So you know already how it works and how it will feel. But maybe it's like that. It's like you fall asleep, but you wake up in something else. The next universe, the next school happens. So maybe no way out. Even Maria is just a symbol of, do you really want to have this intense circumstance, and do you need that? You want that? Or the dark night of the soul, tralala, from the Spanish guy or something. For me, none of that needs to happen. It's all part of the story. It's all dream. But the dream can be very tough. But it will not bring anything. So it's not something you become, you attain yourself by it, just the dream breaks down. But then you start dreaming again. Even that doesn't stop. So, any hope left? I hope not. But that's the next hope, that you hope that you don't hope anymore. It never stops. You will be, you are, where you are, you will be a Hopi. Hopi. So I like to know that there was never anyone stopped this. There was no stopping of this world, because it cannot stop, because it never moved. That's the whole problem. If there really would be some movement, some evolution, whatever thing, or progress or something, there would be maybe a possibility, but it cannot stop somewhere, or it cannot stop by anything, because it never moves. There is no progress in anything, no evolution. If there would be evolution, there would be a future who could be created. It would be coming out of something. But it's already there, it's already finished. The whole thing is finished. But are you finished? Life is finished. Fini. The movie is already shot. The audience went home. But you're still expecting, even from the blank screen, you expect something. The next movie or something. Blank screen. Hollywood never ends. Then the projector starts again, makes a movie. The theater is still there. It's like at night you fall asleep because the projector, the light is off, not projecting. In the morning it starts projecting on the screen again, but the scenery, it was still there. The whole theater never stops, only because you don't project anymore. So projecting or not projecting, does it make a difference? You are the theater. You cannot control the consciousness who plays all the roles in it. But what you are never gets more or less a theater. Complete as it is. And the movies, the theater is always different. Sometimes Shakespeare, sometimes some comedy, sometimes drama, tragic, tralala, sometimes Jesus is crucified in the same theater. But the theater is still unconcerned about what is played. Ramana used the screen, which is not affected by what is projected on it, but so many pointers. And you never know what is clicking, by what pointer something is clicking. It's like you can call it the universal key. Maybe you don't know which key fits. Everyone has a different hole. So you need many infinite keys which fit into the same, and then you have to turn the key to open your eyes, but your eyes are already open. That's the problem. Well, the eye of God is never closed. Even if there's nothing to see, it's never closed. It's not a lockdown. So there's no way out from the theater. In the theater, in the play, there's maybe a way out of the play. For some, they say, claim then I'm out of the play, I'm out of. But the theater cannot leave the theater. What to do? You cannot. So that I am that means you are the block of existence. How can you leave yourself? No way out. So if Maria didn't find a way out, it's just a good example that it can be quite intense. Yeah? Or very easy. Or not. But for me the best is no one ever got it. Not even Maria. You see, I built it up and everyone yes, and yes, and yes. And in the end, one should not forget the last cut. If you let it stay, everyone again, maybe I have a child. You never know how this functions. It's really like, and you really don't care about, okay, if the child has to be crucified, and then I will realize myself. Just an example how it works. You don't care about your child. Okay, I get a child, I forget what may happen to it. Maybe I give it a good grow up in my present and let it be religious. Maybe all the Waldorf schools are preparing, and in Tibet all the monasteries, the kids are prepared. And the mother said, let them go anyway. I can make up stories, I can make movies, total movies. Huh? How you maybe get realized, and then in the end, fuck, all for nothing. So why not just be what you are? Can you do that? No, it's not a doing. Huh? So I come up with be what you cannot not be, because nothing will ever make a difference. Even a broken heart doesn't make a difference. Being involved or not involved, in what? But then they call me dangerous, because I tell people you don't have to, you have to practice, you have to make tapas, you have to do this. Then they even say, Ramana told everyone to make Vuamayan thing. But everyone forgets that at the end he always says, but even by that you will not attain what you are. They always forget to mention that. They don't read that. And I say the same, you have to look for yourself, you have to inquire. You cannot not inquire. The love for yourself will not stop. The loving caring will not stop, and by loving caring you inquire. You inquire for more comfort, and the most comfort would be to be what you are. So inquire to find yourself. Where? And I sit here and so enjoy the inquiring, because you cannot not inquire. So you have to inquire, but still know that by all the inquiring, what you will find is not what you are. So you may enjoy whatever you find even. You enjoy awareness. Even you can enjoy awareness, because you don't need it. Otherwise you fear even to lose it again, if you need it. If it really means you found your precious thing, then you even fear then to lose it again. So you don't stop fear of losing. But see, awareness is just a fleeting shadow of yourself as everything. That was the final touch of this bloody mountain to me. That even the light of Shiva is not, you don't need it. even that you can perceive, even that can be experienced, so you cannot be that what is in the light. Even the light comes and goes. The darkness comes and goes. But what you are has to be what it is, that there can be darkness and there can be light. But you are not depending on any one of them. So what to do? Maybe you have to go into the mountain. Shiva. No, I mean it, the light of Shiva is not Shiva. It's not different from Shiva, but it's not Shiva. And the darkness of is not Shiva. That's why they call it the auspicious. And Shivaratri, Mahashivaratri is the most auspicious. Giving attention to that what never needs anything. Angry. Yeah, something more. Bon appetit. Yeah, monkeys. The monkey mind needs bananas. Let's call it Ramana banana. At least from a banana it gives you a little satisfaction. But nowadays really Ramana became another banana. Ramana, they make it a golden calf, and as if the person of Ramana, the figure of Ramana and the sun is. But he always taught them, turn away from whatever, turn to that what you cannot turn away from. And not to any whatever, don't make this whatever another golden calf or something, icon. I'm not a role model for anyone. You are the role model for yourself, and not me. But no one listens. No one listens. They all, oh, Ramana, Ramana, Ramana. So, what to do? Now only chosen one can go to the ashram. Could you ever imagine that that happens? Huh? You never do that, you never do that.
Same story.
I hate you, I hate you. No. What does it say? Yeah, what else? You don't need to know.
Complaining.
He's just a normal person. Something higher again.
You were talking about Rama, it made me think of resonance. You spoke of resonance yesterday. Could you say a little more about that? Because if you talk about being the theatre,
it never resonates, that's the problem.
Huh?
It doesn't resonate.
It doesn't resonate?
No, there is no resonant field.
But then what is resonance then?
Resonance is objects resonating to other objects or fields, like vibrations of energy. That's the energy you will not feel. So that what is the resonance, that what is energy you cannot resonate to. Because there are no two energies. There are no two existences. So to existence you cannot resonate. Existence is not resonating to existence. There's silence, zero. That's zero.
And that resonance then is between the two?
No, the resonance is between the three.
Between the three?
Yeah, the Trinity. Awareness, I amness, and the world. Like the Father, the Spirit, and the Son. They resonate. But the zero doesn't resonate. That's why they make the mood like this. So you have to be this one, and not the, this one is just the resonance field. This is, you realize yourself. The zero realizes itself as Trinity. But that reality, this is zero. This is what you are, this one. And this is your dream. And at night you'll go like that. What?
This is on the screen.
This is screen, whatever you can name, whatever you can imagine is resonating. Even no resonance is part of it. The resonance and also what can be resonating and not resonating, because the non-resonating is part, you can only feel no resonance because you feel the opposite. The nothing and the everything is all part of this tree. But the zero of the zero, no, neither. That is neti-neti. So at night you go like this, and in the morning it comes like this again. But this is always zero. Zero, zero. Those two, zero, zero. And this is a personal trinity, and that's the impersonal trinity. But both are the eight. Yeah, you have all the teaching in front of you. Your hand can make everything. The impersonal side and the personal side. And you are the zero, zero, which realizing itself in personal events and in impersonal. But you are that zero, zero, the infinite eight, the infinity itself. So it's all there. That's why this. But everyone sits there and thinks that is more peaceful. No, it's just a. So this is actually this comes out. And if you look at it, then you become a bunny, Bugs Bunny. Glasses. No, everyone would sit there. The seven, that's the seven states, like they say. Like the three personal states, the zero, zero state, and then the three impersonal states, complete. It's a completeness. But none of them can satisfy you, because satisfaction is already there. It's only complete. And they're all here. They're not somewhere. They're just already there, as already, without time, without whatever. Just, you can say 7 dimensions, but none of them dimension is different in nature, because they're all zero, zero. And you are that, you cannot get out of it. So you cannot land anywhere, because you're already there where you land. You are the pilot, the plane, and the place you land. And then you depart again, and depart again. So different ways of experiencing yourself, but by all the differences it doesn't make a difference. But you can try. And some claim that in this one it's better. The personal awareness is better than the personal I amness, or the person, the personal spirit and the personal awareness. So landing in awareness they claim, and then they become teachers. First the teachers wake up from here to there, or there to there. Then you marry, this is you marry the spirit. This is, you don't want to be little, you want to be at least married, and then fuck.
What do you mean impersonal?
What?
Impersonal part.
Yeah, impersonal awareness, impersonal spirit, and impersonal man. The absolute awareness, the absolute spirit, and the absolute man. Like Jesus after crucifixion, after resurrection. He was not the personal Jesus, he became Christ. And Christ is the absolute awareness, the absolute spirit, and the absolute man.
Like abstraction.
It's not abstraction. There's no abstraction.
If somebody say...
No, it's not abstraction. No. Abstraction. No, I don't explain you. You will just make another concept out of it. You know that. Concept. Just to make it, none of them is better than the other one. All of that is what you are. That you have to be. To know what their differences of things is just this one. This one wants to know the differences. He has this little asshole. He lives from differences. Then he wants even to control that state. How can I go there? What could I expect? Would it be a better place? Blah, 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 blah. I want you to be here, nailed to this one. Here, if you cannot be in this personal bullshit what you are, you will not become it in any of the other ones. But everyone wants to be away from here because there it's better. Yeah, but who needs to be away from here? If you cannot be here what you are, you will not become it there. And here plays the music. There it's very dry. It's a jukebox plays here. There it's maybe butcher. Who wants to be with harp and angels and sing in this heavenly? Even God cannot take it anymore. Always harmony. I think sometimes God likes to be a punk. No future. Yeah. Fuck it all. Bah. Yeah, if you want to please God, be that what God wants to like to be right now. Punk. Sometimes he tries again to be an angel, but then he gets so bored. Then he comes back as a punk. Shiva as a punk. And Kali dancing together. No future for skeletons. Stepping on skeletons, dancing on corpses and skulls. So Shiva is quite a punk, but not punctual. You always wait, he never comes. He's not German. The seven dwarfs, and you're Snow White, and you're seven dwarfs. Schneemädchen. You're surrounded by nice pointers, cocks and cows and hungry farmers. Like the whole Christianity came out of the biggest liar who denied his master 3 times. Where's your master? I don't know. Where's your master? I don't know. Who is your master? I don't know. The whole church is built on one Peter, the liar himself. So what comes out of that liar? Lies. Lies. I thought they do it in the morning at 6 or 5, but here no one wakes up anyway. So they have to do it later too. Something. No? All good? Fuck. I have to do something. Italy. Today?
Maybe. I have a question, yes. Because I like to know also about personal story of people. I want to ask you a personal question. What is, and it's about also, it's of interest to me as well, it's not about you only, no? It's an example, relationship. So I see relationship, intimate relationship. No, you have a partner, I have a partner. And,
a partner in crime.
Partner in crime, exactly. So for me, it's a help in my spiritual life. So
Yeah?
I see it as a, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a continuing the struggle.
Is she here?
So it's a continuous struggle, no? It's a continuously. And I see my weakness points constantly. And I see where I can improve. Because I believe in progress and evolution. So
I know.
believe that in the dream, not in an absolute term. So you have absolute relative, you have these two. And
Yeah, and you will die as a perfect man. She will make it. She will make you die as a perfect man. I made it. My man died perfectly.
So, my question is, how is your relationship with your partner?
Same. That's the nature of relationship. There's one trainer and one trainee. Sometimes the man is even the trainer sometimes, but rarely. It's, I think 99% of women are trainers and the men are trainees. The master is female. As you say, she is working on you. It's a good example. And then some women, last time in Berlin there was a guy, because his wife called her on the way. I just was with my psychotherapist, and there's one question I should ask you. You have to ask yourself, what kind of man you want to be? Then you ask me that question. What a question, huh? What kind of man you want to be? As if you can, what? Decide what kind of man and what is a good man, what is a bad man or anything. A real man is pleasing his wife in every sense, or tries at least. What is a good man? Goes to war and fights for his family, goes to work and brings so much money that everyone has his iPhone, not a normal Huawei or something. What's a good man? What kind of man you want to be? Always a question, huh? What is your role model? Brad Pitt? Yeah, many. I never liked this Anjali. So controlling, huh?
Ugly also.
Huh?
Yeah.
Ugly, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Even as what was this action tralala?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
No.
Tomb Raider.
The what?
Lara Croft.
Yeah, Lara Croft.
Ugly and
Lara Croft.
ugly.
Laura Croft. With a whip. That was typical with a whip. And I always imagine Brad Pitt being beaten up by that
He
witch.
deserves it though.
What?
He kind of deserves it.
He deserved it. There's a conspiracy going on. She's training for it too. Where's your whip? No, a woman is there, a relationship are made for that you may realize you can never please a woman. Whatever you do is not good enough. Women are made for that. To show you you cannot satisfy a woman, not in any sense. Or not?
I must be a woman.
What?
No, I must be a woman. I'm also never satisfied with myself.
Yeah, but try woman. Maybe women can satisfy you. Not- If masturbation doesn't work, maybe you need someone next to you.
It's an unorthodox idea.
Yeah, but it's good. It's really a very, very spiritual in that sense that you really see, even you cannot satisfy yourself or even your partner. There is no satisfaction you can give to anyone, by any sense. And actually, if it would be possible, it would be really hell. If you really find someone who can satisfy you, you would stick to that guy, that lady forever. you would be so fearful that you lose it again, and you would be so jealous about whatever. It would be hell for you already that you're so depending on her or him. So, even if you find the perfect whatever, it's even worse. Wow! Then this jealousy will eat you up. This fear that someone else comes who is better than you and takes her away or him away. And this all that stuff, what comes with being a personal, having ownership with owning someone. Wow, losing, wow, again. If it's not so good, it's okay. Someone is enjoying. It doesn't mean you have to look for someone who you really don't like. Just in case he will go, okay, I take already one I won't miss. Playing safe. Many try that, I think. No? Did you try it?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't. But I will now.
From now on, I will only take guys I could live easily without.
Yeah, because I get so triggered. Like, otherwise I don't get triggered, but he triggers me the most.
Yeah, he's a trigger.
Yeah, like no guy triggers me more than
He's
him.
a trickster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
I'm trained well.
What?
I'm well trained.
No, he's well trained by two lesbians. That's why he doesn't know how to behave. And now you behave like you, and you're really totally what's going on. Normally he would behave differently, but he is trained by women, and now you expect him to be behaving like a man, but he behaves like you. So you're totally confused. That is really like, I thought there was a man. And men can be controlled, and you can manipulate them. No, but it looks like a man, but there is one who is unpredictable like me. Oh, how to handle that?
Yes, you stole my mind, yes.
Yeah. So one trainer meets another trainer. You don't want to be my trainee? No. Let's play. No players anymore, only trainers. Yeah, he went to a good school. I know his mother and her girlfriend. They came 20 years ago, they were sitting here.
He says I behave like his mother sometimes.
You see?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good.
What time did he behave like his mother?
In bed.
That's Brazilian man.
The worst. Now she starts imagining. What would that be? Perfect.
Now, my mother is listening.
Yeah? Hello, Maza. When Michael is in bed with his girlfriend, you always will be there. Trio Infernale. Who is on top? Mother listening, imagine. Thanks God my mother died 20 years ago, but she's listening from beyond. Hey, no way out, your mother is still there. No escape. No, she doesn't even need to listen to the tape. She's permanent present. Did you just fix your husband? Yeah. For that we need. That's why I make it so short, because there's nothing to fix. Shortcut.
Same.
Same. What is this? What is this selling? Pongal, Pongal, pain. When is Pongal next? Wednesday?
3 days.
Thursday. Pongal, cow Pongal in 3 days.
Cow Pongal is 15. Cow Pongal.
So there's every day a different Pongal. Husband Pongal, cow Pongal, bull Pongal. What else Pongal? Rice Pongal. Peanut Pongal. But no peanuts this day, yeah? No, too wet. Swimming peanuts. So that was Monday morning. You're Italian too?
No.
You're Italian too? No, I thought so. You're from Germany. You got all my compassion. German trainers are Klopp. Okay. But I think everyone is a trainer for everyone. No? No one likes to be a trainee or player only. He wants to direct how it has to be. So in that sense, direction home. There's no direction home. Or okay, thank you for going. See you tomorrow. Last day tomorrow.
Really? Are you?
No.
We are to be sure.
Tomorrow never.
Tomorrow never comes, so it will be.